all this garden pruning is a whole lot of hard work. Well, I'm going to take a moment just to relax and focus on yet something else. Indeed, this big, huge, humongous gigantua of a night-blooming orchid plant, or a night-blooming cactus actually, and is also considered the queen of the night orchid. And I definitely want to show its size, folks. This is just humunga dunga farillo una chillo. And I am very proud to be the proud mama of this plant. Now, in case you guys don't know anything about the night blooming cactus or the queen of the night orchid, which isn't really an orchid, it is a cacti plant. But of course, you can see by the leaves how you would definitely kind of compare those two. Definitely has kind of a somewhat orchid leaf. So indeed, I can see how they would name it Queen of the Night Orchid. And once you see the blooms off of this thing, the huge humunga dunga blooms, you will also know why they call it the Queen. Now, this plant will bloom such a huge blossom, almost like the size of your hand, folks. And the blossoms are just so gorgeous and so fragrant. I mean, amazingly fragrant. And another unusual thing about this plant right here, it has a very unusual way of spiking. I mean, it sends off these very, very long spikes. I mean, very long spikes. A lot of people don't actually know why it does that. I don't either. Sometimes it will eventually form leaves on this, or foliage, just like this. But yeah, very, very long spikes. Don't really know why, but don't really care because, again, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous plant. Now, I purchased this plant at a garage sale, so definitely did not know exactly what kind of plant or blossoms I would be getting from this. Although the lady did tell me that this night blooming cactus will actually bloom in a light pink. Pink and white, that's what she said. And again, I'm very excited because I've only seen white variety of this plant, and I have the white variety, actually like 3 different white varieties, but never have I seen one in pink and white. So definitely excited, and once this blooms, I will give you an update and let you know exactly what form of blossoms it will bloom. You guys finger crossed for me because I really want some pink ones. Here's the blossom. Wow, you see my hands? And you see the blossom. That's how huge this blossom is. And as you can see, it has just such a unique shape. I mean, wow, folks. Can you believe that? That is an actual blossom. I just adore this plant. I really do. Because it's just so unique and so beautiful. Now, the unfortunate thing about this, as magnificent as the blossom is when it blooms, it is called the night blooming orchid, or the queen of the night orchid, and it's a night blooming cactus. And the reason is exactly that. It only blooms at night. And unfortunately, not only does it bloom at night, but it only blooms for one night. In the morning time, it will die out, and that blossom will no longer be. And this is the blossom. As you can see, folks, it's just huge. It's an enormous specimen of a blossom. And right now that it's almost fully opened, it's starting to emit such a strong fragrance. Such a strong, sweet fragrance. And the reason why it does this is because, you know, the insects of the night, such as moths and things of that nature, it wants to attract them so that it can come inside the blossom and begin to pollinate it. So again, just a very sweet, sweet fragrance. Such a beautiful blossom. And it's not yet even fully opened yet. And here is the Queen of the Night orchid in full bloom. And here she is, folks, in all of her splendor. The Queen of the Night orchid, also known as the night blooming cactus. And as you have witnessed, she has fully transformed and fully blossomed into quite a magnificent specimen. Alright folks, that is a bit about it. I just definitely wanted to take a short break and kind of focus on something else right here. I thank you so much for tuning in, and if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs way up. And if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please be sure to post them as well. As you guys know, I love to hear from you guys. And if you guys have not yet subscribed, please be sure to do so. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Maria Young in her garden paradise. Thank you so much, folks. Mwah.